Now to the battle over tariffs. President Trump announcing the 25% tax on goods coming into the U.S. from Canada and Mexico and 10% on Chinese products. All three nations responding now this morning. ABC's Selena Wang is in Washington. Selena, this raises questions about a possible trade war.
Hey, Whit, yeah, good morning. Exactly. Fears are growing that this could be the start of a trade war after President Trump took extraordinary moves over this weekend, hitting America's biggest trading partners with steep tariffs. This could upend global supply chains and increase prices at the grocery store and the gas pump.
This morning, America on the cusp of a trade war with its biggest trading partners.
There could be some temporary short-term disruption, and people will understand that.
After President Donald Trump signed 3 executive orders imposing 25% tariffs on all exports from Mexico and Canada, with the lower 10% tariff on Canadian energy exports and 10% tariffs on goods from China. Trump justifying the tariffs by blaming those countries for illegal drugs and undocumented migrants entering the U.S.
They've treated us very unfairly.
The tariffs are set to take effect on February 4th, just after midnight. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says Canada will retaliate with 25% tariffs on $106 billion worth of American goods.
Tariffs against Canada will put your jobs at risk, potentially shutting down American auto assembly plants and other manufacturing facilities. They will raise costs for you, including food at the grocery stores and gas at the pump.
Trudeau calling on Canadians to choose goods from Canada over the U.S.
It might mean opting for Canadian rye over Kentucky bourbon, or foregoing Florida orange juice altogether.
Mexico's president also vowing to retaliate with tariffs of their own, blasting the Trump administration for accusing her government of working with drug traffickers, saying if the U.S. wanted to address the fentanyl crisis, they could combat the sale of narcotics on the streets of their major cities, which they do not do. And overnight, China's government denouncing the tariffs, saying it will take countermeasures against them, but still leaving the door open for talks with the U.S. But Trump's executive order says if the countries retaliate, the U.S. can further increase its tariffs. And small business owners are worried about the impact, too.
I think people are going to be truly shocked at the pricing they're going to see on the cars, on the lumber, on the clothes, on the food. This is going to be a mess.
And guys, it's not just higher prices for U.S. consumers. This could also have a huge impact on jobs and also companies in this country. I spoke to the head of a trade group that includes major Canadian automakers, and they say that these tariffs could even potentially halt North American car production, putting American jobs at risk. Janae?
All of those impacts remain to be seen. Selena Wang, thank you. And President Trump's tariffs could send prices of a whole range of goods up. So with your wallet in mind, ABC's Alexis Christoforous joins us with what this could mean for us, consumers. Good morning to you, Alexis.
Good morning, Janae. Yeah, economists already warning that Trump's tariffs could drive up the price of everything from gasoline and pickup trucks to your Super Bowl party guacamole dip at a time when many of us are still reeling from high grocery prices. So the U.S. buys more than $45 billion in agricultural products from Mexico alone, including tomatoes, bell peppers, cucumbers, and avocados. In fact, 90% of the avocados consumed here in the U.S. come from Mexico. Now, tariffs could also mean higher prices at the pump, since the U.S. gets about 70% of its crude oil from Canada, the main ingredient that goes into gasoline. Analysts say the tariffs could tack on an extra 30 to 70 cents a gallon in certain parts of the country, especially for drivers in the Midwest. And car prices, already near record highs, could go even higher. A new $25,000 car from Mexico could cost an extra $6,200 if importers pass on those higher costs to consumers. And that 10% tariff on China, that could hike prices for some toys, electronics, and clothing. Some economists say these higher prices could reignite inflation and prevent the Federal Reserve from lowering interest rates, which means rates on things like credit cards, home loans, and mortgages could stay higher for longer.
Shalom. It's the brother Ishar from GMS Mississippi Gulf Coast. Before I get started, I'm going to give it infinite honor and glory, praises to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Barak Kodesh. Double honors to the apostles and elders, your great millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim that's pushing His truth with our faith, righteousness, and sincerity. To you, I say shalom, all right? Now, This is just a quick lesson through the Rakakwadash. The Rakakwadash, man, this lesson going to be real quick, man. On the plantation, I won't make it too long. But I just want to tie this lesson is roads are leading up to this MOTB, man. Okay? Because America sitting up here throwing out tariffs and falsely accusing these countries, man, of bringing illegal immigrants and smuggling drugs. But when you really if you know what you know, you understand that America been working with these immigrants and these cartel members and things of that nature to smuggle drugs and stuff, man. Okay? The government been working with them. You see? But now their plans done changed. They leading up to that currency, that digital currency, that new world order, man. They in motion to get that established. So they're saying to hell with everyone else, man. To hell with the old way of doing things, man. Okay? America saying out with the old and in with the new, man. And that new thing is going to be that chip, no dip, man. The MOTB, man. Okay? But if you're smart, you shouldn't take that. Okay? But I want to start with this. This Sirach 5:15 says, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small, right, man? Don't be ignorant and not realizing what's going down, what's being established, man. You see? And then you got to realize this as well. You can't be ignorant of America as an import state, man. All right? It's an unwalled village. Everything comes to America, man. Everything's get rammed into her, man. You know, all her goods and things of that nature. Okay, the crops. You know, it was just saying at the end of the video, man. The crops, man. From the vegetables, all right? From the oil, the gas, man. Some people ain't gonna be able to have gas to get around. They ain't gonna be able to afford it. The price is going up. Prices already been getting jacked up, man. Okay? So how you gotta think about it, man. This is you can't be ignorant of it, man. This devil is purposely leading the economy to a crash. To what? To get that chip started, man. To get that new world order started, man. Okay? It's purposely being done. All right? You know, like the scripture say, deceive his is all of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, and prophecy is going to always make its way around to being established. You know, you can't be ignorant of all these things that I was talking about, man. You know, they are, it's all, stirring up. Stirring up. Everybody's thinking an evil thought. Everybody's saying, okay, well, these my good. I'm going to tax you on here. I'm going to tax you on there. Okay? This pink man, Trump, ain't just doing this to do it, man. He's fooling y'all thinking that, oh, this is what they've been doing the whole time, man. They knew that. They knew this. Think about all those illegal immigrants working. Many folks knew these people was out here. These folks knew that drugs was being smuggled into the country. Come on, man. But, that's just that devil, coming down with great wrath, man. But also trying to get this stuff established. And I want to just go on the tariffs, just the meaning of it. It says global tariff, find a tool. It says a tariff or duty. The words are used interchangeably. It's a tax levied by governments on the value, including freight and insurance or imported products. All right, it says different tariffs apply on different products by different countries. Okay. So now these countries saying, okay, you want to falsely accuse us. All right, you want to play the victim. All right, well, we're going to tax you too. Okay, which everybody's hurting in a whole, but America's going to be hurt the worst. Because they need to receive certain things in the country at a and if it goes up into a certain percentage, a high rate, man, then that means people can't afford it. So what point it's going to be that point to where that chip is going to be brought as a way of help, okay? It's going to be wooed to the people in their times of distress, okay? Like it's a miracle or something, man, okay? And I want to get into the chip. It's Revelation 13:16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay, and I want to go into that word mark as well. It is
Strong's G 5480, charagma. Charagma.
You know, it says karagma. Okay, and when you go into it, it says in the Strong's definition, it says a scratch or etching stamp as a badge of servitude or sculpture figure, graven mark. Okay, so it is physical. All right, they will have to cut your flesh and to put it into you, man. All right, in your right hand, forehead, anywhere here. Don't let that be a stumbling block. Hell, anywhere. You know, it says a graven mark. You know, and it says a badge of servitude. Okay, because if you get this mark, you showing that you are serving Esau and his system. Okay, you're basically saying Esau is your God if you take this mark, man. Okay, and I also want to read some more of it. It says a stamp and printed mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or right hand as the badge of followers of the followers of the Antichrist. The mark branded upon horses, thing carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. And I want to get the root word karax.
Strong's G 5482, charax. Charax.
This is karax. Okay. And it says to sharpen, to a point. All right. It says a pale or stake, palisade or rampart, pales between which earthstone, trees, tempers. You know the point, but it's gonna be that that sharpened point, man. That's what's gonna be used to insert that mark into you, man. All right. That's gonna be the tool that's gonna be used. But you know, I'm here to warn, you know, through the Kakwadice, through the spirit, to not get it, to not get that mark, man, because if you do, this is what's coming to those that take the mark, man. And I'm going to get Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his right hand, the same shall drink the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb and Yahushai, man. Okay? So destruction is coming to you, man, if you get this mark. So it'll behoove you to gird up your loins and get your minds prepared for what this devil was finna bring, man, to the table. That's this MOTB, man. All right? You got to get your mind prepared that you might got to go off the grid. The things you're going to suffer when you reject the mark, man. If you reject the mark, man. Okay? To tell you, some shall be cast into prison. All right? Martyred. All right? Your families get taken from whatever, man. You got to be able to prepare your mind for these things. But especially this famine, man. Start fasting. Start doing the things necessary. You might not be able to, you're not going to be able to, if you don't get this more, you're not going to be able to go to the store, man, and go eat when you feel like it. All right? You're not going to be comfortable anymore, man. Because right now, you can say you're pretty much comfortable, man. You can get in your car, crank up, and go riding and things of that nature. Gas, you just seen in the video, the gas going up. You just seen for brothers that for sure eat healthy, the crops, tomatoes, cucumbers, bell peppers, all that. The price is going up. Okay, and it's gonna eventually get to the point where it's just not gonna come. All right, because Esau got to make it to where getting this mark is Jake and everybody, because it says all, both small and great, free, rich and poor, you know. So it's gonna get to a point to where it's dire. People gonna be just, you got people that eat whenever they feel like, when they ain't even hungry. You got people that's not fasting. You got people that's not preparing their minds. So it's gonna be dire for them to want these things, these tangibles of this society, man. All right? But you need to do what you need to do and get yourself prepared to what's to come by rejecting this mark. Lord willing, you do. And with that, I'm going to close out and give infinite honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, your great millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim, switching this truth without faith, righteousness, and sincerity. To you, I say Shalom.